Hello, kids. In the middle of every difficulty lies an opportunity. So let's grab this opportunity and gain more knowledge. Welcome back, kids. Let us continue with our chapter number 1, part 3. But before that, we need to recapitulate our previous lectures. In last lecture, we saw that India was a healthy and wealthy nation. A lot of traders were doing trade in India. Due to certain reason, the land route stopped and there was a need to discover the sea route to reach India. Then we also saw about few sailors or explorers. One of them was Christopher Columbus, who discovered the sea route of America. Next, Vasco da Gama, who discovered the sea route of India. How did Portuguese extended their territories, and finally they came to an end during the reign of Shah Jahan. But there were few exceptional territories, and they were Diu, Daman and Goa. Let us continue with few other countries. Firstly, we will start with the Dutch. After 100 years of arrival of Portuguese at the end of 16th century, the Dutch of Holland, presently known as Netherlands, they came to India for the purpose of trade. They established their fort in Pulicat and Madras, which is presently known as Chennai. They also started their trading center at Agra in the year 1663 CE. Meanwhile, Britishers also arrived at the same time, and the Dutches were notwithstanding the competition against Britishers. Now let us see about the British interest in India. During the reign of Queen of England, that is Elizabeth, in the year 1600 CE, East India Company was established. Now, what was the main motive of this East India Company? The merchants, whoever wants to increase their wealth, can come to India and do trade in India. The first British ship landed on India, that was at the place of Surat in the year 1608 CE under the captainship of W. Hawkins. So under his captainship, the ship landed in India and he was the first to step foot in India. Jahangir was ruling at that moment, so W. Hawkins seek permission from Jahangir, and Jahangir did not give them permission. After that, Sir Thomas Roy, one of the British officer, he came to India, and during that time Shah Jahan was ruling India, and that is why Sir Thomas Roy seek permission from Shah Jahan, and in which they got the permission to do trade in Bengal. The next one is the French. The French established the French East India Company in the year 1664 CE. They also established few factories at Surat, Machilapatnam, Puducherry, presently known as Pondicherry. The French East India Company was being headed by Joseph Francois Dupleix. And what was his biggest desire? He wanted to expand the European rule in India. Somewhere French and Britishers were continuously having a competition between each other. Competition for what? The desire to become the strongest European country in the world. And to become strongest in the world, French and Britishers were having innumerable disputes and battle with each other. They also win. Who won the battle? After a numerous battles and disputes from French and Britishers won the battle. And the French have to finally retain the control on Puducherry, Chandranagar and Mahe. We'll take a pause over here and continue in next lecture. Hopefully you understood the topic, children. Thank you and have a nice day.